Hey boys and girls, I'm going to show you where you can find your Social Studies lesson 5.2, the start of the Cold War, and we're going to go through how to complete that assignment. You're going to start by going to the Social Studies course, and you're going to scroll down into the HCS Supplemental Resource folder. We're under Module 5, Social Changes, and we're looking at lesson 5.2, the start of the Cold War. Go ahead and open up that folder and click on the lesson. And you've got a few different steps here. I've broken them up into colors. At the bottom is your 5.2 assessment sheet. I'm going to open that up so we can look at it as we go through the lesson and what you need to do for the lesson. All right, so before you investigate the specifics of the Cold War, it is a good idea to get an overview of this time period to understand the big ideas. So now we're going to look at the yellow steps. Step 1 is to preview the 4-square thinking cube graphic organizer on the assessment sheet, which is attached below. So let's just go take a look and preview the 4-square thinking cube. The 4-square thinking cube is number 1 on your assessment sheet. It's on the first page of your assessment sheet. So for this question, number 1, for the 4-square thinking cube graphic organizer, you're going to draw a picture. You're going to list 3 key terms, and you can number them. I probably should have put numbers here. You can just put numbers, or you can put them, in a row here. You're going to list 3 important facts, and then you're going to sum up, have a sentence to sum up this time period and what you learned throughout these first few steps. So draw a picture, list 3 key terms. Don't forget to do 3. I know they're not numbered here. 3 important facts, and then a sum it up sentence. And the sum it up sentence is just a sentence of what you learn throughout these steps that are in yellow. Okay, so step 1, you're just previewing that graphic organizer, which you can just do with this video. Step 2, you're going to watch the Cold War video 2 times, and you can click on the video by selecting those blue words. Watch the first time to get an overall understanding. So when you watch it the first time, just watch it straight through. And then you're going to watch it a second time to listen for key terms and important facts. You can pause the video as you need to list 3 key terms and 3 important facts on your 4-square thinking cube graphic organizer. So after you watch the video, or as you watch the video the second time, you're going to list 3 key terms and 3 important facts that you hear. After the video, draw a picture and write a summary sentence on your 4-square thinking cube graphic organizer that shows and tells what you learned about the Cold War. And then step 4, you're going to just make sure that you have all parts of question 1 completed on your assessment sheet. And all parts of question 1 are your 4-square thinking cube here. Draw a picture, 3 key terms, 3 important facts, and the sum it up sentence. Okay? All right, so that's your first part. Your second part, now that you have the big idea of the Cold War, let's learn about the specifics. Step 1, you're going to read the article, The Cold War Begins, and I will have an attachment for the audio. I just don't have it completed yet. So you're going to read the article or listen to it, and then you're going to study the chart, Capitalism versus Communism. So you're going to read the article, view the chart, and then you're going to complete questions 2 through 6 on your assessment sheet. Okay, so we can take a look. You've got your article here, and again, I'll attach the audio. Okay, so you've got this article, and you'll have the audio for it, about 2.5 pages. And then you've got this chart. Just pulling up here, capitalism versus communism. This is going to show you the difference between a capitalism government and a communist government. So make sure you view that. And then it says you're going to need to answer questions 2 through 6. So let's take a look at 2 through 6. Number 2, and here, remember to use evidence from the 2 articles, the article and the chart, to support your answer. Number 2, what were the causes of the Cold War? So why did the Cold War happen? What caused it to happen? Number 3, how are capitalism and communism the same? How are they different? Don't forget to answer both parts of those questions. It's a 2-part question. How is capital and communism the same? How is capitalism and communism different? So make sure you answer both parts. Number 4, what happened at the Yalta Conference? So make sure you look for that term, Yalta Conference, within the reading of the article. Number 5, how did President Truman try to contain the spread of communism? That word contain means to stop it from spreading, to keep it in one location and to stop it from spreading to other countries. So communism, you're going to learn, is a type of government where the government has complete control of the people, where people live, what jobs they can work, what things can be sold, even down to like what people can wear and what people can listen to. So how did President Truman try to keep communism from spreading to other countries? And then number 6, what was the purpose of the Marshall Plan? So as you're reading through that article, be focusing on that term, Marshall Plan, and the purpose of it. Okay, so that's questions 2 through 6. And now let's look at the last part. Now that you have an overview of the two ideologies, capitalism and communism, work as a historian to dig deeper to understand the differences in terms of economics, politics, and human rights. So you're going to be, in this last part, you're going to be digging deeper into the differences of capitalism and communism. You're going to watch the video, Ideology of the Cold War, Capitalism versus Communism. And as you watch, look for the differences between the ideologies in terms of economics, which is money, the government's money, a country's money is economics. Politics is the government. And human rights are the rights of the citizens, the rights of the people that live in that country. As you're watching the video, feel free to pause the video when you need to record information on your comparing and contrasting two ideologies graphic organizer, which is number 7 on your assessment sheet. If you need to, watch the video a second time or even a third time to get that chart filled out. Step 2, you're going to complete question 7, which is the comparing and contrasting two ideologies graphic organizer on the assessment sheet. So let's take a look at question 7. So question 7 is a chart where you are comparing and contrasting the two ideologies when it comes to economics, which is money, politics, which is government, and the rights of the citizens, the human rights. So you're going to just fill in information comparing and contrasting the two. In a capitalist government, in capitalism, what is happening with the government's money, the people's money. Okay. In a communist government, same thing. What's that economy like in a communist government? Politics or government. What's the government like in a capitalistic country? What's the government like in a communistic government? a communistic country. And then with the rights of citizens, those human rights, what type of rights do people have in a capitalism country? And what type of rights do humans have in a communistic country? All right, so here you're just comparing and contrasting the two different ideologies and looking at specifically the similarities and differences of the two when it comes to the economy, which is the money, political aspects, which is the government, and the rights of the citizens, human rights. Okay, and that is your assessment for 5.2. You've got 7 questions, 2 charts, a chart for number 1, a chart for number 7, and then 2 through 6 are short answers. Don't forget to provide evidence and write your answers in complete sentences here for numbers 2 through 6. Okay, when you are done, the final part is to upload and submit your assessment sheet by clicking on the blue plus button that you have on your screen and attach your work.